This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
So this question is from Thomas, and he asks the following. He says, every move you make, every word you say, every tiny thing that you do, I'll be watching you. No, he didn't say that. He says, everything that you do is constantly picked apart and scrutinized to try and find some sort of conspiracy or a deeper meaning hidden behind your actions. Granted, you've admitted yourself that you've had to at times not tell the full story or just give little tidbits. Why is it, in your opinion, that you have such a massive following dedicated to unraveling the real truth, when any other streamer or YouTuber can do things to protect private parts of their life and not suffer any backlash? I certainly think that I have a unique situation.
I'm the lol cow. Kid in his back that 100-bit cheer. He's a serious question. What the hell does lol cow even mean? Why are you called that? I don't get it. In essence, what they're trying to say is these people's lives are a mess. They're basically like dumpster fires. And it's a comedy of errors to even watch them do anything. And they're like train wrecks and you can't look away because their life is a train wreck and blah, blah, blah. Oh, how does that equate to me? I'd like to know, per se.
The reason is multifaceted, all right? First of all, I've been around for a long time. I was around 12 years ago when YouTube was a completely different place, before live streaming was even prominent, and my style of content back then is very different than who I am today and what I put out today. And admittedly, that style of content, a lot of people could eventually have issue with over the years. I mean, just look at cancel culture now, and how everyone is looking back at things people did 10 years ago and saying, haha, we're bringing this up today, you brushed it under the rug, but now we call it out. For me, always being a public-facing figure, and a person that's always had a lot of attention on him, literally everything I've ever done went under a microscope, okay? And the thing is, a lot of the things from back in the day that I did that were wrong, I've openly admitted over the years were wrong, and I've changed to not do that stuff anymore. So even though cancel culture might like to look at me for something I did 10 years ago and say, you made a joke about Jews and Nazis, I've publicly apologized for that joke a million times, admitted how stupid, immature, and dumb it was, and I would never do anything like that again, and I've lived up to those words, so I can continue to be a better person in the present day, right? So there you go. Now, admittedly, okay, when you talk about me and the stuff that I do, there are people literally watching this stream right now live.
Oh boy, Emerald 6 gifted a sub to Snort Burnell. Gee, thanks, Emerald 6. That guy's such a nice guy.
They are trying to take things out of context. They're trying to take things the ways that I say, way I look today, and they're trying to freeze frame things to say he looks bad here, look how stupid he looks here. They're trying to take things that I say out of context or twist them in a way that I don't mean to make me look bad. They're literally at every waking moment trying to find a way to say and do something negative towards me, okay? And you might say, how the fuck did that happen? The thing is, it's probably different for a lot of different people. Maybe some people just have a bug up their butt about me for something that I said or did over the years. Maybe it's one of those things I did a million years ago, and they just can't let it go. They can't find it in their heart to forgive me for the messed up stuff that I did in the past, and therefore they latch onto me and harp on it. Maybe there's people out there who are part of a community of people who are very, very antisocial people who don't have big, productive, vibrant, positive lives of their own. Instead, they look for an online community of people like themselves to latch onto and have a groupthink kind of a feeling so that they feel that there's some kind of worth or value to the things that they say. When you say something negative about someone and 10 other people corroborate it, all of a sudden you feel like you're not alone and you have some kind of a value, right? And sadly, I hate to say it, that's pretty much what's happened with a lot of these people, whether it's someone who's a content creator on YouTube who illegally rebroadcasts my stuff and now has a mob of people constantly shitting on me on a daily basis, following along with their negative memes and the things that they say about me, or it's an entire forum's worth of people who for the greater part of 5 to 7 years have literally microanalyzed every piece of my life, obsessed over it, and literally just pile on me with the most obsessive, really fucked up, compulsive shit over at Kiwi Farms.
Oh my god!
Alright? There's just giant groups of people who for some reason have come together to shit on me on the internet, whether it's for their own personal gain or whatever it may be, I have no idea, okay? I have absolutely no idea. You would have to go to those places and ask those people directly. What is your reason for being here and shitting on Phil? Well, I think he's a horrible person because of this thing that he did or that thing he does or ba-ba-da-ba-da. Well, you know, and then people will counter with something, well, I don't think that that's the case. And, you know, everyone has a right to their own opinion. But I think you're right, at least in saying, unlike most other content creators, I, for some reason, literally can't ever get a break. No one can ever give me the benefit of the doubt. Everyone always has to kind of pull out something negative out of something that I say or do. You know what I mean? I'll give you a perfect example. We were just previously talking about this whole Evo thing, how Evo has fallen apart because Mr. Wizard was exposed as a pedophile and had pedophilic actions that he did back in the 90s. So, the person who basically exposed Mr. Wizard and came out with their own story is someone who I personally know because I used to have interactions with this person on a daily basis back when I used to be a major part of IRC chats on the internet around Street Fighter in the 90s and the early 2000s. I know the guy. He's credible. He used to go to Sunnyvale Golfland Arcade where Mr. Wizard used to work, and he's never come out and talked about these stories like this in detail before. And when he finally did, I basically went onto Twitter and I said, you know, wow, you know, number one, good on you for coming out with that story. But another thing that this person had said in their public story was, you know, we were all pieces of shit back then. We all did really immature things. We did fucked up things. And in particular, he was like, man, I hope that people will take my story seriously because I used to be a really bad IRC troll. He used to be one of the people who come out and troll Street Fighter players and do negative things to them. And he's like, despite that fact, I hope people will take my story seriously. So my tweet to this guy was, hey man, we were all pieces of shit back in the day. I was just as much of a troll as you were, but I'm really happy that you came out with your story, and I'm sorry these things happened to you. I'm glad that you exposed what's going on to the world.
That's the definition of a drama queen, seriously. Putting that out on Twitter is going to cause trouble. I know that, logically, in this head. I know. That's stupid. You know? But I did it anyway. And it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake that I put that on fucking Twitter. No, sir, it wasn't. That was my depression.
People literally took that tweet, okay? Literally took that tweet and said, Phil is defending a pedophile. What? What are you talking about? Phil is defending a pedophile with my tweet to this guy, backing him up and standing out and saying, don't worry about who you were in the past. We will believe you in the present. Thanks for coming out. I'm defending a pedophile with my tweet to this guy.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Why? Because they say, oh, well, Phil was talking about Mr. Wizard when he says that we were all pieces of shit back in the day, and he's saying, don't worry about that, you know, we all did things we regret, so Mr. Wizard should be forgiven. I never said that at all. I'm not even talking about Mr. Wizard. I'm talking to the person who I know from IRC about our own personal experiences of being trolls back in the day and how we've changed for the better in the present. But people literally took the tweet and said it meant something else when it didn't to make me look bad. This is what these idiots do. They are nuts. They are fucking nuts. Okay? I can't believe, whenever people tell me you have to check out something over on Kiwi Farms because people are saying really fucked up stuff about you and your family and they're threatening you and you need to check it out for your own safety, and I go over there, I can't believe the shit that I see over there.
Kiwi Farmer tipped me $1 and says, lol cow. Okay then, lol cow.
It's like, you look at that, you're like, what normal human would do this? Like, I'm sure you guys have heard about the video, Down the Rabbit Hole, alright? You want to say my life is a rabbit hole? No. Kiwi Farms is the rabbit hole. Because when you go there and you start reading the shit that's over there, it's like, what the fuck is going on with these people? These people are not normal. They're not normal. These people are
such creative and positive people.
Don't have normal thought processes. You know, the normal person wants to come, okay, what's Phil's latest antics? Let me laugh at it for 5 minutes. They don't look at, okay. I'm going to give you an example. Just one example, then we're going to move on because I can't go down that rabbit hole. Anything over there is infinitely worse than anything that I've ever said and done in a video or a stream. It's so nuts, the shit that goes on over there. Right now, okay, stuff is going good for me. Okay? As you guys know, recently I've talked about this. Things are going pretty good for me behind the scenes and everything. The streams are going positively. Everything's going good.
The money came through. Everything's good for now.
Those people are losing their shit so badly on a daily basis. They can't stand it. So instead of having anything to talk about, they literally make shit up. Someone actually told me last night, they sent me a link and said, you've got to check this out. They said, you know how all the memes and shit that were about you were negative for a while about, your bankruptcy, and then it was about stupid WWE mobile games and shit. He's like, you've got to see what they're talking about now. I was like, I can't wait. I clicked on it. They're making fun of me for the video that I made like 6 years ago making pasta sauce. The one time I documented myself making pasta sauce, okay? In one of my vlogs, I did a series of videos. This is how I make my pasta sauce. They're literally there's nothing going on now. So what do? They micro-analyze videos from 5 to 6 years ago to try to find something to make fun of me. So I was reading this, and it's like, did you see the amount of sugar he put in his sauce? Can you believe he put that sugar? Like, what Italian would put that amount of sugar in their pasta sauce? Now, what's hilarious about this situation is, back then, we're talking 5, 6 years ago, I had moved out here to Washington. It was the very first time I was actually making my own pot of Italian sauce, and I was using my mother's recipe to make this pot of sauce. My mother's recipe is very much estimation. She's even told me, she's like, I put measurements in the recipe, but they're not right. She's like, I eyeball it, and I've adjusted over the years to make the sauce taste good for my own liking. So chances are, when you make your own pasta sauce, you want to adjust it on the fly. You can use this as a guideline the first time or second time you do it, but you're going to want to do it to your own liking. So the first time I made my family recipe pasta sauce, I think it said like a cup of sugar. Put that in the sauce, right? So I did, and the first time I tasted it, I was like, that sauce is too sweet. So every single time I've made the pasta sauce since then, I reduced the sugar. At this point, I don't even put in 1/3 of a cup of sugar when I make my pasta sauce. I put in just enough to give it a tiny bit of a little additional sweetness to maybe, edge off the acidity, and that's it. That's one of the major adjustments I made. Also, there's all these other things I've done to the sauce. I make it more spicy now and everything. But I haven't done a new video of me making pasta sauce in like 5 to 6 years. So things are so not toxic and bad on my streams these days. These people are so obsessive compulsive about me. We have to go back to Phil's history 5, 6 years ago and pull out the fact that he put sugar in his pasta sauce and make fun of him for 3 forum pages about this.
And then basically laugh at me. So they're not laughing with me. These are people who are here just to deride me and laugh at me, okay?
This is what I mean. That's what, when Thomas is adjusting, you don't even know the level of rabbit hole these people are in when they do this crazy shit. And that's what I mean. Like, people think a lot of the times that I'm, like, exaggerating or I'm making stuff up. No, these people are fucked. These people try to get as much possible information about myself and my family members as they can that has nothing to do with me or anything on the content of my streams. Zero to do with the content of my streams. But let's try to expose as much as possible and make fun of Phil for it and be disgustingly toxic about it. They are messed up in the head. You would not be a normal person with a happy, robust, healthy life and go to somewhere like that and behave like those people do. Not one of those people is normal, okay? And that's bad, because that's a self-propagating community of people who they're encouraging that kind of disgusting and toxic behavior. And that's not good. That's like, you're creating a community of people who think it's okay to overstep the boundaries of normal human behavior. And it's fine. They got no moral conscience anymore. They think that they can just literally say and do whatever they want and get away with it because they're on a protected forum somewhere. It's gross. It's fucked up. It's disgusting to the level of absurdity. Okay? It's not normal mental health. It's not. And it's scary. Because even though you might say, well, nothing on there is so bad, that kind of behavior just pushes other people to take the next step and take the next step and take the next step. And how long is it going to be until they think that it's okay to start doing things, advancing in real life and shit? Which it's not. Everyone knows. No. Content creators, you leave them the fuck alone. You may think they're the worst content creator on the planet. You don't fucking try to fuck with them in real life. But that's the level of insanity over there. That someone, years ago, what was it, last year? They were actually making jokes, real jokes, about how they could break into my private community and break into my house when I'm not here because I was visiting my parents in Connecticut, in ways that they could get away with it. And they were even writing out plans on how to do it. Alright, and that was the first time I ever was alerted, you need to go check out kiwi farms because there's people literally making plans to break into your house and you need to alert the police, which I did. I showed it all to the police and they're well aware of kiwi farms and its presence. So if anything ever happens to me or my wife or my family, the first fucking place they're ever gonna go is kiwi farms and find those motherfuckers because they publicly post all of it like the mentally ill idiots they are. Okay?
Oh my god!
What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa!
Asshole, don't lose him.
But yeah, like, it's crazy what people do. And it's just going to take one person to not understand that that's the line of online stuff and just speculation and not actually taking it to the realm of reality and doing those fucked up things those people talk about. It's going to take one person to lose their mind and do it. That's going to basically put me and my life and my family's life at risk. And it ain't, I'm telling you, it's not going to go well. Because everyone's already been notified. Everything's already protected. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's well aware of the situation going on over there. So... anyway, it's fucked up, but why did this happen to me and not other content creators? I could not tell you. Because here's the thing, too. Kiwi Farms is not just me, it's a bunch of other people under there too. And just once I casually started viewing the other people that are under there, and it's no one else like me. They don't have Wings of Redemption there, they don't have LTG. You know, other streamers who are compared to me regularly are not on there and are not just, you know, dissected and fucking obsessively, compulsively obsessed over like I am. I don't know why. I don't know why it's me. You would have to ask those people why they think I'm somehow worthy of that amount of wasted time of their lives. Because I can't answer that. I'm a sane individual like you. I can't answer those kind of questions. Okay?
Copyright strike. Well, actually not copyright. Screen strike. I don't know what they're called.
Oh, man.
You know what's funny? I remember when Spider-Man came out, and DsP was playing it. I told him ahead of time because I beat the game with my friend. Around the end, when you fight got off. I guess there might be a song at the end that it copyright or like put in the content ID system. So what happened, I ended up getting a strike off of that video, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, you have to take this video off, sir. I'm like, okay. But then, now that I think about it now, I had to laugh at the trolls and all the other people that tried to shit on Phil about the whole Apex thing, because it's technically kinda, in a way, their fault, because it's in the system. They didn't want it in the fucking system. People wouldn't be getting content strike, ID strike, or whatever.
Everyone is going crazy in the stream chat. Oh my god.
I feel
Oh
like
my
it's a lot of
God.
fun. No,
What is
not true.
what is happening? I don't know what's happening anymore. Let's
Oh my god.
Let's drop over.
swabs.
Yeah, let's drop over here.
Oh man.
I don't know what's happening
Swabs?
anymore. Oh my goodness.
We got like 3.
Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.